What is up, boys? So I was in Habie's comment section, and someone was saying that they were having trouble with the mods. So I figured I'd just do a fresh install and show you how to do it. So yeah, basically I did a fresh install to help that commenter out. So first things first, I'm going to assume that you have your mod manager and you know how to use Nexus, which is a site to download mods. There are multiple tutorials out there. I'm going to link everything that I use in the description. It is pretty much all of Habie's list. I did not use a few of them. I did not use, I think it's called Wares of Tamriel. I left that one out because the install was a little too complicated. It has another thing and it just changes a bit too much for me. Because I just want the core gameplay experience. And then on top of that, I also left out. There was one other that I left out. Path to Elsewhere, I think it was called. I believe I left that one out as well, simply because yet again it just changes too much for me. I am using Legacy of the Dragonborn, so that'll be included. And so first things first, we want to start with things that kind of matter when you install them. So we're going to start off with the ENB series and the both of the ENBs that Habie uses. Although the Realistic Vision, I don't believe is the same one. There's another one called Real Vision ENB, I believe, with no space between Real and Vision. I couldn't find it again for some reason, but this is just the one that I used, and it worked just fine for me. So we're gonna go to this link. It should be the first link in the description. I should have the links all in order of how I use them. Um, this will take you right to the ENB series for Skyrim VR, and we're just gonna click on the latest version, and then scroll down till we find this download button, and go ahead and download. So we downloaded the ENB series zip. We're just going to go into our downloads, and which, by the way, I already have it downloaded from last time. We are going to open this and take this wrapper version, go into the wrapper version. We don't need the license and we don't need the README, although you can keep them if you really want to, I believe. We're just going to copy all of these files in the wrapper version folder. We're going to copy them, and then we're going to go to our Skyrim. You can either find it going through your drive, and then it's probably going to be whatever drive you have it installed on in your Steam folder, Steam apps, common, and then find SkyrimVR. Which, am I stupid? I know it's in this drive. There it is. Okay, and then you're just going to paste what you copied into that folder. And that is ENB installed. The ENB series is installed. Now, for the actual ENBs that are going to change how it looks, you're going to go ahead and manually download those. Oh my gosh, I have to log in. Hold on. Okay, so you're going to manually download the ENBs. That just makes it easier because of the way you install them. So I'm going to go ahead and manually download both of these. Which, by the way, the water, it actually changes the textures. The Realistic Vision ENB is literally just like a configuration file, basically. So after those are downloaded, which the water for ENB is going to take a little while, I'm going to open the Realistic Vision ENB. And here we have these two files. These two files we are going to extract right into our, you might have a folder as well, but basically we are going to want to just get them into our game. I'm getting the right, yeah, okay. Steam apps, common, SkyrimVR. Now you can always extract them first and then go ahead and copy them over, but you do want to overwrite. So I'm going to say yes for all, since it says it's already contains the file. I'm going to say yes to all to overwrite the files that are already there. So yes to all, and there we go. The Realistic Vision ENB is now installed. The water for ENB, that's going to take a little bit to download, so I will continue on for now. But basically, you're going to do the same exact thing for the water for ENB. Same exact thing. Copy it over into that the Skyrim game file. Any files that are already over there, you overwrite. Now, Skyrim script extender. This, it looks a little confusing. There's a VR build. That's what you want to download. So you download this. Now this is a little bit easier because you can simply just move this into Vortex. Ready. So you literally just drop it into there. And now look at that. There it is. File imported. We're going to go ahead and install. And enable. There we go. Now it's enabled. So now in your game folder, there should be a new file. So we're going to go back to our Skyrim VR, which, by the way, if you do not know how to get to this, you can also go into Steam. Oh, you can go right-click Skyrim VR, Properties, Local Files, Browse. That'll take you literally right to the game's files. So now that we're here, you see this SKSE VR loader. We need a shortcut for that. And then just to make it easier on ourselves, we're going to put the shortcut on our desktop. Anywhere on your desktop, it doesn't matter, but this is how you are going to load the game. This is in order for Higgs to work, it is in order for Planck to work, and this is how you're going to load your game from now on. You literally just double click it and it launches like normal. No big deal. It's just as if you were launching from a different desktop shortcut. Like if I were to double click this, it would be the same exact thing basically. It's going to open the same way. The only difference is it's going to be using the files it needs for Higgs and Planck to work. Actually, you know what? This one, I think, can install this one properly. So with this one, we can just install via Vortex, and everything should work fine. So we're just going to move our zip folder right into Vortex. It'll import the file. Install. Now this should work just fine. The only things that are not going to be in Vortex is the ENB series, which we already installed, and the initial look ENBs. And with certain mods, you'll get to something like this, which will be entirely personal preference. I think I am going to go Shades of Skyrim with no I need support because I don't need any support for those types of things. I kind of like the look of the darker water, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. And I also don't necessarily need 4K textures, so I'm going to go with the better performance 2K textures. As well as for the waterfalls, I'm also going to go with the 2K textures. Compatibility. We do not have any of these. We do not need any of these. Really. And then these are just customizations. So you can have it clear underwater if you wanted it to. Muddy. Basically anything you want. I'm going to do clear interior water. And then I'll go ahead and do blue volcanic water. And then finish. And installed. It is now installed and enabled. Now for all of the other things, I'm going to have them in the exact order that I have them here. SKSE is installed, everything like that. Everything else, I believe, other than this one, should be... This one you have to download manually and then drag into... Which, I don't know why I closed the main. Hold on. We're going to manually download this. Only because it is very large, and Vortex can sometimes get a little fucky with very large files. We need to install SMIM before we do this. Well, here it is. Static Mesh Improvement Mod. Which we're just going to do that. Download. via Vortex. Should start the slow download. By the way, with the downloads, it can get a little weird. Anything around 1 gigabyte, you're chilling for downloads. And by the way, they will cap you when you are downloading stuff from Vortex. If you're doing multiple downloads, you will be capped at a certain amount, and certain downloads will just not go through properly. Like this. This is not going up at all while this one is fully down, while the Legacy of the Dragonborn is fully downloading. That is just how Vortex works. If you have this stupid subscription, great. Otherwise, yeah, that's just how it be. So, we're getting Legacy of the Dragonborn. We're getting Static Mesh Improvement mod. And here we should be getting better dynamic snow. We're going to go ahead and do a download via Vortex. Slow download. And now we're going to get the true 3D sound. This is basically just for sound to sound 3D. With this, we download manual. I'm assuming your PC already has C++. Most computers do. If you don't, download it. Manually download. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and extract all. And we are going to go ahead and find our SkyrimVR build. I know I said that was the last thing that you had to manually install, but it appears I was wrong. So we're gonna do that and extract. Bam, installed. That easy. I know this is a little disorganized, but as long as you're pausing, following along pretty well, I think you will be all right. I mean, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. Most things are when it comes to this. I think the first few things are the things you're going to have the most trouble with, and then after that, it's pretty much just modifying your load order and playing around with it, seeing what works, what doesn't. It is still downloading all these things. So I will let these things download, and I will be back when they are done. Okay, so I am back. This download's almost done. Dragonborn's already done. So what we are going to do is... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. So we are going to go into our downloads, copy Legacy of the Dragonborn over, and let it import. We are just going to go into our second list of the easier stuff to install. This is all stuff. We already have this. Well, the Higgs we're downloading later, but we're not going to open our game until after we have them both downloaded. So, no big deal. We could literally just go through. Yep, we'll download it again. Fuck it. Higgs. We're going to go ahead and download that. Slow download. Witcher mod. Keep in mind that the mods that Habie uses does include nudity to some degree. Primarily, when you strip someone of their armor, they will be nude. If you do not want that, then I believe there are mods that you can install to where you can have like the better models that are in here, but you can get a mod that overlays clothes on top of them. So that way you have the better like exterior models. You just don't have the nudity or anything. So yeah, basically I'm probably going to speed through this part, but we are literally just going to, which that download did not start for some reason. So this is literally all that we're doing. We are literally just going through all of these, which I don't even think I don't ever think I have downloaded this. I'm not sure why this needs Sky UI, but yeah. This one, we're just going to... I'll include the link to that, by the way, because since apparently it's needed. Oh, nope, not doing that. So it's quite literally like the easiest thing ever. We're literally just going through, downloading these one by one. SkyrimVR tools. That's what's needed for VRIK. Very easy. Food and ingredients. Makes a sword we can eat like kings. And then Tamrielic textures. This is one that we are going to download manually. So I'm going to do this one because this is the lowest texture version one. This will basically be the easiest to actually run. 4K is going to be wild, so I would definitely recommend you just go ahead and download this one. The 1K version. That was one that was really big. I guess I almost accidentally downloaded the 4K version. So, yeah. That should have started. And then this is the other nudity one. Once again, if you don't want nudity, don't get it. Although it improves the body models, basically, of females. And this one is to include the models of the males. And now, everything is downloading. And then once everything is downloaded, you basically just hit install all, and then you go ahead and enable them all, and you run the game and hope they all work. If they don't all work, then that means you're going to have to kind of find what works, find what doesn't, maybe move your mod order around a bit. Although most of these should not be ones that conflict with each other. So yeah, it should technically be fine. We can hope that it's fine and stuff. Some of these ones pretty easy going. It'll be just a few minutes before everything is done. I will go ahead and holler back at you guys when everything is done. But other than that, our list is complete. Oh wait, no, our list is not complete actually because I did not download Conduit. I meant to search that one up earlier. Oh, hold on. Skyrim Special Edition. Conduit. By the way, if you want to find your own mods, you have to find basically you have to find mods in Skyrim Special Edition. That's the version of Skyrim that SkyrimVR uses. So yeah, and Conduit, you have to learn the discipline either through a book you buy or through the MCM video, which I actually don't know what that is. So this one, literally just install it like everything else. Which, by the way, 185 kilobytes, dang. Did God's work on that. I will catch you guys on the flip side when everything is done, because now our list is complete. Alrighty, everything is finishing up. Yep, looks like everything is done. Now that everything is done, we are going to go ahead and hit install all. And now it should say this if you do not have normal Skyrim. No compatible game being managed. That's if you are not managing Skyrim and you are only managing Skyrim VR. This is basically because you're installing Skyrim Special Edition mods, which are compatible with Skyrim VR. Basically, it just wants you to do them for Skyrim VR instead. So you hit that. And now you just go through all of your settings. And I'll probably have a few more like that, I believe. So yeah, it'll just go ahead and install everything, and then it looks like a lot of them got installed. We just keep on waiting, waiting. Um, in the meantime, uh, this is my YouTube channel. I don't really. I play a lot of random games, honestly, and I don't know. I try to have fun and stuff like that. I don't upload very often, honestly. I really want to upload more. If you like this video, consider liking it. Maybe share it with a friend who's having trouble with mods. And if you want to see some variety content, like maybe some funny Valorant games or me trying to rank up in Valorant, let me know because I do play plenty of Valorant and stuff like that. All right, so that's fine. I don't care about SMIM overwriting some of these. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I am just going to install everything. I do not care if SMIM overrides some stuff. It's not a big deal to me personally. So yeah. This is quite literally just a waiting game. That's all this is. We can use the projected snow maps because it has good use with our better dynamic snow. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and hit enable all. I think this is just because there is no like version number or like category in the metadata of the file probably. I'm going to hop into VR really quick. Um I will probably cut my audio because I have to play VR in my living room and my girlfriend is currently out there. So basically I have a before and after video of me just going through the intro, going all the way up to the first fight scene, and so you guys can see a little bit of the difference. And yeah. So this is Crab the editor after the fact. So here I just needed to change the load order for all the mods. Basically, all you want to do is go with whatever suggested or whatever you want to load after. After that, I ended up running into an issue where the game would not start. If you want to see the troubleshooting that I did, um, go ahead and stick around. Otherwise, there will be a timestamp on the screen to tell you guys right when to go to the comparison. If you don't see the troubleshooting, you are fine because I included all of the good files in the description. Thanks, guys. See you around. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I am having an issue. I cannot open the game. We essentially need to find what is breaking it. We can go ahead and just disable some until we find the problem child. That was not the problem child. I'm mainly just going through mods that I do not personally believe that I need. Um, Past that, it's up to you. This is the beauty of modding. It opened. Okay, so now we know who the problem child is. The problem child appears to be the Apocalypse mod. That could be because I got the no DLC version when I'm using. Okay, so now let's go find the actual Apocalypse mod. Skyrim Special Edition version available here. Alrighty, so I will include this link in the description instead of the other Apocalypse link. Hey, okay. Well, I will hop in VR and I will see you guys on the flip side so you guys can see the difference. Crab the editor is back. On first start, I realized that it looks insanely dark
and I realized that this is due to the light mod that we had, the one that changes the way lights work. Also, really funny with that carriage almost flipping over there. But it was with that, the light enhanced mod, and then on top of that, the E and B series, the E and B, not the E and B series, but the regular E and B that we did use, turned out to be really wonky for some reason. I'm not sure why. I tried it before and it was fine. But so we went ahead and changed the ENB. As long as you downloaded the one that I have in the description, it looks great. You will see it right after the first comparison video. This is not one of the comparison videos. This is not how the game looks in the end. After I disabled the enhanced light effects mod, I will probably find a configuration to make it work, and then I also install the new ENB, so that those will both make the game look better. You can see the end result after this first comparison, and then yeah, if you want to find a way to get the light effects mod to work better, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, I disabled it for the second video that you're about to see after the first one without mods.